constructing a pinch pot.
Clay. We're going to take our clay and we're going to pull a chunk of clay off, about that big. We're going to roll our clay that we have into a ball. We are practicing creating a pinch pot. We are going to take our thumb and we are going to push like we're pressing down to touch our hand. And now we're going to start pinching, slowly moving the clay around. And then we're going to come back up towards the top. And that's what we want to practice doing. This is the shape that our body will become. You feel around, you'll feel that the thickness should be about the same all the way around. It does take practice to have consistency in this.
When attaching our clay pieces, we must always slip and score.
This will be our scoring tool. We need our water and we need our clay. We're going to take our leftover clay. We're going to roll a ball. This time, we are going to create what's called the fulcrum. So it's going to come up to an angle. This is what our head will balance on. So I'm going to create a ball. So it's round. And now I'm going to put a coil with more pressure at one end than the other. See how it's starting to taper as it comes down? I'm going to take and I'm going to smack it on the table. We want it to flare out on the end so that way we can slip and score it to our clay body. This will be the neck for our animal. Right now we're just practicing so we can practice making a pinch pot and slipping and scoring. We're going to take our fingers, get them wet. We're going to score the clay body. Get it wet again. The water on the clay body as I cut it with the scoring tool creates slip. Remember, slip acts like the glue for clay. This time I'm going to use my fingers right on the inside here and I'm going to support my clay. Get my clay body wet. I'm going to score. Get it wet again. I'm going to take my clay and I'm going to firmly press the two together. You'll notice that the slip starts to come out the side. That's good. It's what we want to see. And we're going to smooth the two clay bodies together. So push and pull the clay properties to get them to drag across the surface. We want our clay surface to become one. It should start to look like a bell. Make sure I didn't collapse the inside of my pinch pot. Notice that the seam is seamless. Once you've done this, you'll raise your hand. I'm gonna come around and I'm gonna check that your scoring was seamless. And when I check it, it should rip apart, not just fall off. Notice how it wants to rip? And it tore the whole piece apart. So that would have passed the score test. I'm gonna squish it all back into a ball, and then you will have earned your clay piece. Now, oftentimes, students will take their piece, and they'll score it, and then they will attach it, and they'll say they're done. And it will just come apart. We don't want it to come apart like this. We want it to rip apart.
Now it's your turn.